What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Okan here, back at it with another video. I know, where have I been? It's crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I got abducted by aliens and yeah, I talked too much and they sent me back to Earth because they said this nigga ain't shit. So back to the videos. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about video games right now. So let's just dive right into it. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. So this weekend, Xbox and Bethesda had one of their massive game showcase at about an hour and a half in length, and I'm just here to run you through the games that looked the coolest and most interesting to me. So we got a few titles, just like 5 or so to run through. So let's just jump right in. And that's not a play on Xbox's jump in slogan. That's just me. It doesn't even matter. Let's go. So first up, we got Redfall. So the conference started off with Redfall, which is Bethesda and Arcane's new first-person co-op vampire shooter. We finally got a look at some gameplay here, and in the gameplay, we see a character basically walking through a blood-infested church, and I'm like, bro, now, why would you even go into that? That shit just don't even look right. It doesn't look appetizing. It doesn't look appealing. And I'm figuring this is definitely a white person that's playing. But no, this is a black character we got here. I'm pretty sure this was the black character, the female character that they showed in the trailer. And I was tripping. I was like, why would you do that? That's not smart. But I digress. They showed off different classes. One character was a telekinetic. I think it was the one I was just talking about. What looked like to be a tech user, a character that can turn invisible, and I don't know what else they can do, and maybe one more type of character class. It wasn't very clear in their descriptions of what the character classes were. They gave like funky titles to them, but I definitely want to check this one out. It looks really cool, and I got a friend in mind that I want to play this one with because it'll be pretty dope. It's a game about vampires, but it does look to have a humorous tone to it, which doesn't seem annoying, and the jokes that they were saying in the trailer. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, it's a co-op shooter, but it also looks to be playable solo as well. So we'll just have to see how it shakes out when this game comes to Game Pass next year in 2023. Now next up, really quickly, we got Hollow Knight Silksong. Now this one has been in development for a hot minute, and we've been waiting on that release date for it, and while we still didn't get that here, we got to see some gameplay, and it looks really, really good, and we know it's coming to Game Pass first day it comes out. Never beat the first Hollow Knight game because that map is atrocious, and I just couldn't get through it, but I'm down even though it was hard as shit for me. This one looks to be just as hard, but I might have to restart the first game and see what's going on there first. Next on my list, we got good old Forza Motorsport, the more simulator race car game of the two Forza mainline franchise games. I'm more of a Forza Horizon person, but Motorsport has always interested me because of how, I guess, intense and immersive and customizable it can really be. They said in this little gameplay showcase they had for this specific game, they improved the fidelity of the physics in the game by like times 48 times or whatever, like by 48 times. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They basically improved the fidelity a shit ton, and that's really impressive, honestly. That means nothing to me though, because I won't be able to tell the difference, but that's just because I ain't shit. That's just me. Anyway, the game definitely looks great though. They have a dynamic time of day, which basically means that the time of day changes in real time, and it'll also affect how the tracks are, obviously, since it does get a little chillier and colder outside during nighttime, and that means the tracks could have less grip or be a little more slippery depending on the weather. Now, I think that's really cool. I think things like that are really immersive, and overall, it's just more fun for the player. So the people that are really into these types of games will appreciate that level of fine tuning they're putting into it. I'm just going to be happy to be playing another racing game myself, but we'll see more about that in spring of next year. We got a nice little trailer for Overwatch 2. The game looks great, to be honest. I'm so out of touch with the first game though. Like, I played the first one when it came out, like initially in I think 2016. But I'm not a big fan of PvP games, so finding out that the sequel would be PvE and have a story mode, I'm down with that big time. I enjoyed that a lot more, and with all the different heroes to choose from, the fun will probably last for a while. The game is scheduled to come out on October 4th this year, a day after my birthday, so that'll be a cool little gift for your boy. I'll check it out when it comes out. And yeah, just to quickly talk about the gameplay here. It looked really good. It doesn't look like anything groundbreaking or brand new. It looks like more Overwatch, but just with a new coat of paint on it, which I can't complain about because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, October 4th, we'll just have to see what they're shaking and baking with. Now, a little guilty pleasure for me. Forza Horizon 5 announced a Hot Wheels DLC coming out on July 19th. And this shit looks so damn cool. I need it ASAP. It's going to be so fun to play just because of the loops and the tracks and the cartoonish nature of it all. Now, I'm not really sure if it's a paid DLC or if it's free if you already have Game Pass. But I'm going to definitely buy it if it is paid because it'll just look too fire to pass up on. Now, I love Forza Horizon 5 and I completed it actually. So I'm definitely down to play some more of this game. So these tracks I'm talking about, they look like you're going to be able to drive up these loops, these loop-de-loops, drive through like areas that involve lava. It just looks insane. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on it whenever it comes out. And I know I'm zooming through these things, but yeah, I just wanted to get this video out quick since this conference happened on Sunday and I'm recording this on Wednesday, uploading it on Thursday. But regardless of that, to end the show, we finally got an extended look at Bethesda's Starfield, the ambitious new RPG, and been waiting literal years to see a glimpse of gameplay of this game, and we finally got it here. They showed gameplay of a moon called Crete, where the player character lands and exits the ship. The game looks ridiculously good, especially for a Bethesda game, but at the same time, you can tell it's a Bethesda game just by how it looks. But I was still shook as hell watching it in action. Looks like you can toggle between third person and first person like usual in Bethesda games, and it looked like there was also a mining element to it. Now, what I saw online from a lot of people was that this game looks like Bethesda's answer to No Man's Sky. And I've never played No Man's Sky myself. I need to check it out since it's on Game Pass. But from what I saw, it kind of does look similar to that. It doesn't look like they ripped it off, but it looks like it could be another type of game in that camp, which isn't bad. I mean, the same type of game can exist more than once, obviously, but I digress. But we got to see more combat in it. Or we got to see some combat in the game. And for a Bethesda game, I gotta say the shooting ain't looking too bad. The guns look unique and powerful, and I liked what I was seeing with that gunplay. Usually in Bethesda games, the gunplay or the shooting in general just isn't good. And obviously in Fallout, you had VATS, which was basically the cheat code to get around the shitty shooting. But this game looks to be a little better in terms of that. I think the UI of the game was also pretty cool looking. It did feel very futuristic without a doubt, and like something you would definitely see in a game based on a space sci-fi story. The gameplay continues to show another planet that looks a bit more lifelike and full of greenery, and I'm so damn hyped for this game. You guys have no idea. You also get an in-depth character creator as well. Looks like looks like the more focused one that Bethesda's made. You'll be able to customize your character's walk. Obviously, their story, like you get like I think they said 3 different story, like your backstory. I'm trying to say is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, 3 different things like that to basically toggle through to customize your character and probably help them get through certain dialogue options like typical RPG stuff. You get skill points, crafting, and all the stuff you'd expect in a Bethesda RPG. But the coolest thing, actually, before I even get there, let me talk about something else. You can also build outposts in certain areas. I'm not looking forward to that. It didn't do much for me because I didn't like it in Fallout 4. So I don't think I'll like it now. But from everything, what I was about to say is the craziest thing that I saw is that you can build your own ship. And dog, we taking flight for real, for real. I need it in my hands ASAP. The graphics look crazy. The gunplay looks fun. Environments look very varied and the world looks massive. And I won't lie, I was a bit worried that this one would give me Outer Worlds vibes because the Outer Worlds was amazing. It was from Obsidian. Sorry, I'm blanking on their name, but Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas, developed it at least. But it was like their take on a Fallout game, in my opinion. But it's doing a lot to differentiate itself from that, at least. Still getting No Man's Sky comparisons, though. So, you know, they're going to have their work cut out for them to differentiate themselves from that. But this could be a good redemption story for Bethesda after their many fumbles in the recent years. So we'll just have to wait and see what the game does when it releases in 2023. And of course, it's coming to Game Pass, so don't forget about that, which is, again, the best deal in gaming right now. And with this conference, they just pretty much showed their hand and said, yeah, we're the big dogs right now. We got the best deal in gaming. You can play all these games most of these games day and date, and it was just really cool to see. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything that was shown off that really caught my eye. There was plenty more games that were shown off here, but not everything spoke to me. And I gotta say, this was a really fire showcase overall. And other people that are showing off their games should really take notes. This is how you do it. No nonsense, no BS, no ads, no extra shit, just video games, straight up. I loved it, and I'm looking forward to all of these releases. But I do want to know which game looked most interesting to you out of all these. Let me know in the comment section down below. I am excited to hear from you guys overall. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and for still supporting your boy after my long hiatus. I definitely promise, I've said this before, but I'll work harder and be more consistent with these videos for you guys. Next week, hopping back on the movie reviews. I got some good stuff coming out, some very old shit that I need to get out. But yeah. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you want to see from me, though? I'm always happy to oblige, but as always, thanks for the support. And if you did enjoy this vid, go ahead and like, subscribe, and stay tuned to see what type of content I take on next time. Later.
Bye.